Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Waltham Forest Council Chambers. Tonight we are indebted to Kristiane who is with us to be introducing her book to a lot of people, and she will be talking about it as well. Besides that, today on the agenda mainly is women and women being empowered.
Good evening everybody, Assalamu alaikum. It gives me great pleasure to formally open tonight's proceedings. The empowerment of women is something that should concern us all, whether we derive our origins from the subcontinent or elsewhere. Indeed, if one looks at the subcontinent, there have been several important milestones in terms of women's empowerment. It's notable that certainly most of the nations that make up the subcontinent have had female heads of state. With that, I wish you well this evening. You're going to hear a very important story about Kristiane's spiritual journey, and it's very important that we are all free, whatever our origins are or whatever our gender, to make our own spiritual journeys in confidence. So thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm really thankful tonight to come here and to be part of this program. Now, today, especially we are here for Kristiane Baker, the lady from Europe who was working for MTV. She was a famous lady in music business. The world know her as the main presenter of MTV, presenting music all over the world. She was impressed by Islam after reading the books, after meeting different people in Pakistan and from Pakistan and different countries of Islamic. Today she is among us. After reverting to Islam, she found Muslim countries, Islam and Muslim people the way that she has impressed.
I'd really like to thank Shakir Qureshi for inviting me here, and also Councillor Akram for inviting me here at this such a wonderful event, and to see that Kristiane Baker, her book launcher, and obviously I saw Kristiane early on at one of the events, and certainly an inspiring lady. Certainly from your background, from where you've come and where you've gone, being an icon in pop, and then converting to Islam on that basis. We've certainly seen a lot of things, and not just here, but throughout the world, your tours throughout the world, and just had a glimpse of your book and looking at that.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's wonderful to be here with you today, and it's a real honor. This book has given me the opportunity to meet all the Muslims around the country, and it really is such a pleasure. And thank you so much for especially the lady in the back there who's traveled from far afield to see all of us speak, and I'm really very touched. Now, to start, it's a great topic you've chosen, the empowerment of women. Very important, and I'm so pleased to see a lot of men and women listening to the empowerment of women. And because really I feel it is, especially amongst the males of our society, that the education is needed in terms of empowerment of women. Not everybody is as enlightened as the former man here, who already spoke so eloquently about how our religion empowers us women, how it gave women empowerment so many years ago, 1,500 years ago. Now, let's start with this, and then we go to my story. Now, I really believe it is very important, in fact for all of us, men and women, to ask ourselves, why are we here on this earth? What is the purpose of our life? You know, what is the role that God perhaps wants us to play on this earth? And asking these questions is part of the spiritual journey. It's part of, it's our task to ask us these questions. And then, you know, the answer we can only find ourselves. You know, God has given each and every one of us gifts. And it is our duty to exercise these gifts.
Asian women is extremely valuable. So I am pleased to be part of a council where 30% of its councillors are actually women. Good. And a significant number of senior posts amongst its officers are also held by women, including our Deputy Chief Executive. Her name is Shifa Mustafa. She is also a woman. So, and we are also an organisation that seeks to represent the community, and we can do so most effectively when it reflects the community. However well we might be doing, there is always room for improvement, which is why events like this should be applauded and encouraged. And I understand that there is going to be a number of female speakers. I'm extremely sorry that I will not be able to hear you, but I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful evening. I just want to talk a little bit about Kristiane Bakker, because I think after her inspirational speech and her journey, the MTV to Mecca is a book that I know has been described as inspiring to Muslims and non-Muslims alike. The exceptional story of Kristiane's spiritual and physical journey, I'm sure, has something for everyone.
Natasha asked me to say a few words, and at first I thought, what am I going to talk about to empower the people, other women? And then I sort of sat and thought about it, and I thought, well, actually, I probably have got a few words to say that might actually go over 3 minutes, so I'm going to try not to get 3 minutes. I worked in the business field for 25 years and built a very successful property company with my husband. However, I wasn't very satisfied as a person with earning all the money that I could. And however, the reason for that was that my eldest son Shakir is autistic. He has a profound disability.
I made history and learned, helped me, encouraged me to have positivity all the time. I was quite young, I was 16 when I came to this country. So it took a long while to understand the country itself, the language, and then I had my children. And when I found myself around, my youngest son was 8 months old. And the neighbors used to come to me, simple integrated services, but he didn't come to me to hospital or whatever. That made me realize that these women need help, and the children needed to know what is their mother tongue. So that's how I started my volunteer work in Moscow for 70 years ago. And we campaigned endlessly for domestic violence, which is now zero tolerance. At that time, it was matrimonial affairs, police would come, even if they come, they would leave.
So as I was saying, we're all very much affected by mental illnesses, and especially diseases that I work with, which is Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. As researchers, we have to be 150 times better than the men to get grants, to get the papers in the journals, and to actually make the changes that we need in the scientific research world. And I'm very, very proud of the women in my field actually made huge strides and have reached high positions of being professors and actually making it in academia. So that is what I'd like to push forward, is that we can empower people with education. Education is key for empowering people, full stop. For women, even more so. So if we can, as parents, make sure that we empower our girls by making sure that they get good education all the way through, regardless of whether they want to be rocket scientists or something that might be completely off everybody's radar and not the usual, oh, you can be a teacher or you can be a doctor, and if you're a doctor then you can only be a GP.
My name is Awan. I'm studying Islamic health. Because this is very one of my favorite topic, I'll just say a few things quickly then I'll move on. You know, some scholars say that 70% of the religion, Islam, came through Natasha Sheikh. So she was the one. The first person who embraced Islam was women. The first Shaheed is also a woman. So Islam has given so many rights to Muslim women. If you want me to speak, I can speak for hours. I know that but I'm very happy for this topic. So coming back to the point, Islamic Islam is one of the prominent spirituality, and we are working at the moment in 22 countries all over the world.
I didn't have a plan to say a few words about empowerment of women. I don't think I have time now, but I have to say only a few words. Nonetheless, I would like to recite 4 words to emphasize on this particular issue. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, "Ya ayyuhan nasu inna khalaqnakum min dhakarin wa unsa." And that is, without any doubt, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "O mankind, we have created you from a single pair of a male and a female." That can't be. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put woman at the same time, and he's talking about the first man in this room.
In the name of God, Allah, most compassionate, the Lord of mercy, ever merciful and giver of mercy. First of all, let me congratulate our sister and faith, Kristiane Baker, for being chosen to be guided to the right path. Quran says, قل لله المشرق والمغرب يهدي من يشاء إلى صراط مستقيم. Say the east and west all belong to Allah alone. He guides whom He pleases to the straight path.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Natasha Sheikh. Today we were over here at Waltham Forest Council Town Hall Council Chambers, and we had an event in which we were introducing Kristiane Baker and her book MTV to Mecca. And we had talks and debates on empowering Muslim women and women all over, actually. And I was hosting it. It was a wonderful event. We've had speakers, wonderful speakers like Dr. Aysha Raza, who's a neurologist. We've had Nasreen Hussain, who dealt with an autistic son, and how she's come through with it. We've had Amina Ansari, who is an artist. She's a wonderful painter. We've had lots of different women, and they've talked about their journey to becoming powerful and successful. My journey is with me. It's my partner, my husband. He's the one who empowers me. There is no doubt in my head, in my mind at all. I am empowered. I'm an empowered woman. I'm a woman of the 21st century, and I'm empowered by my husband. Thank you very much.
My name is Zahoor Niazi. I'm president of Karawane Fikr UK. We organized a function today to celebrate the launch of Kristiane Baker's book. She has started this campaign to build bridges between the communities, and it is very unfortunate that in the Western world, in the whole of the world, despite that 1/4 of the Muslims live on this planet, and Islam is the second largest religion of Europe.
My name is Shakir Qureshi.
I'm the founding chairman of Caravan Fikr, a small think tank based in London. We are basically Pakistani people, group of Pakistani who occasionally sit down with the scholars and the politicians and member of civil societies and discuss the local politics, the current affair of Pakistan. Basically, our intention is to discuss about the situation of Pakistan and get some kind of solutions of Pakistan.